Hello, friends. It feels so good to be back for live. I also of course, want to shout out my friends who are watching the replay. You are awesome. You are going to learn some cool stuff today. I wanted to talk to you about the stories we should tell because I know this feels intimidating for a lot of business owners. And they're always like, Kristin, I don't even know what kind of content should I make. And let me just shout out that you absolutely should get They Ask You Answer by Marcus Sheridan, which is a book that is full of teaching you how to think more like your client. But one of the things they don't mention in that book is what I want to show you today. So let's dive in, and then I have an exciting announcement at the end that I hope you will absolutely stay tuned for because big things are happening over at Literary Symmetry, and I can't wait to tell you about that. But first, let me add some value to your life, to your business, because that's what I'm all about, is helping you leverage the power of storytelling combined with sales psychology so that you can get in front of the people who need your help most. So let me actually share my screen with you. So this is Answer the Public. It is an amazing resource, and you get up to three searches free per day if you log in with your Google account or whatever else. And I know some people are like nervous since Neil Patel bought it, and they're like, I don't know, Kristin, should I actually be using this now? But what I want you to know is that we actually get more searches since Neil's company bought Answer the Public. I have no complaints about it. The experience using it is the same. So I don't have any complaints. I don't think that they have burned this resource to the ground. So what I want to show you is how to think about your business in a way that will help you generate content that will resonate with the people who really need you. So I know there's a few people watching. LinkedIn won't tell me how many of you there are, but I see the little hearts and all that fun stuff going. So if you want to drop in the chat what your business does, I will use that live to come up with, to generate ideas for you. And if not, I think I'm just going to pick at random. So let me think. Who you still have time to drop it in the chat. It's going to take me, there's a little bit of a delay. Which is a bummer, but there's nothing we can do about that. Yes. Okay. Sultry Director. Oh, it's on Twitch. Nice. Yeah. Thanks for that. Anyone else who's like, I want you to research my specific industry so I have the next 40 posts ready, like to write? No? Okay. All right, so we're going to do, what we'll do, because why not, is we'll do podcast promotion. So the key with Answer the Public is that you do not want to put more than 2 words. If you put more than 2 words, your results will be significantly less useful. So what we want to do is put 2 words. So I'm going to put in podcast promotion. So let's say my target audience is a group of people who they have a podcast. I actually was talking to someone in my one-to-one yesterday who was like, people cannot find our podcast. And I was like, I know, because I looked for it and I couldn't find it. And he's like, that's really sad. I'm like, I agree. It is sad and it is a bummer. So like maybe they would want to purchase services from someone who's in podcast promotion. And I do know actually someone who is amazing, and her episode is coming out on my podcast soon. But let's go ahead and search and see what happens, because I want to run you through this because it is like mind-blowingly amazing. So we've looked up the 2 words. Remember, never more than 2 words. Podcast promotion. And you can see here it's all, we are gathering your data. And then look at this. So this is my favorite section, is the question. Look at this, 280 results. That's enough for you to write, because some of these topics cannot be covered in one post. So there's definitely enough here for you to write a post every day until the new year, right? Which we just entered a new year, but it's already February. What? And for all my Greek friends, Kalomina, and I hope you're having an amazing February 1st. So what you want to look for is the dark orange ones, right? So I personally wouldn't go through and write posts about all of these, but I might write varying posts on the different subject matter, depending on how dark these are. And look, isn't this like pretty? The user experience has significantly improved. If you hover over it, it shows you which ones are which color. And remember, the darker it is, the more highly it is that people are searching for this. So there's different types of questions. We've got can, why, will, where, when, how, are, which, what, and who, which I don't think I said. So this one, best podcast promotion service. So you would write something with those words in the title, and you would actually put those into your blog if you're blogging as the keywords. Also, I want to make sure you understand that when you are thinking about how to best talk with the people who maybe they don't know what your business does, but they know they need like that kind of help, you want to break things down into their simplest parts. So maybe I would do a 3-piece series on the best podcast promotion services. And guess what I'm not going to do, which would be a total jerk move, is I'm not going to be like, I'm the best, only work with me. I would be like, these are the things you're looking for in a promotion service for your podcast. And then they're going to notice on their own, oh, this person has all that stuff. But when you're like, the best is me, that automatically discounts you. Like that makes your business stock go down, like boop, boop, boop in the minds of your viewers and the people you're promoting to. So don't do that. But so I want you to go on Answer the Public and you're like, where to promote podcast. That's a really easy thing to write a whole article or even like a 500-word blurb that you can split up into 3 different posts to put on social media. If you are not already using a scheduler, I use Metricool. It's awesome. Now I can even schedule my TikTok business account stuff on there, which has been a huge time saver for me. I actually hire that process out now, so I don't have to do it. I do go on and check comments occasionally, but like I went on Instagram to post something the other day and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot how to use Instagram. And I considered that to be a huge win because I'm outsourcing. I'm hiring people to support me so that I can do what I love most, which is like come on here and make a live to help you understand what stories you should tell. So you use these keywords and you think about your own life, your clients' lives, the things that have moved the needle for them, and you talk about it under these categories of different topics and keywords. And you might be like, Kristin, I know the questions thing looks cool, but you said there were 280 results. Yeah, let's look at the rest. The questions are great, and I love using questions, especially for FAQ sections on websites, because that's like SEO gold. That's what you want. It tastes so good. So there are other things as well, right? They have questions and prepositions. Prepositions can be really fun because prepositions are just fun as words, and the word preposition is fun to say. So like podcast promo codes for the Menundis, like that's too specific, right? That's not what you're looking for. So there are going to be some of those in this that pop up because it's giving you all the search, like the best searched keywords. It's not qualifying them for you. So you have to do that yourself. Like I'm not going to tell a story about this if I'm a podcast promoter, but I might tell a story about podcast promotion on social media, and I'm definitely going to use that to create a post and add some keyword love to my website. So let's go to the next one, right? Let's keep moving. Comparisons. I love comparisons. Like I don't want to compare myself to someone else, but I like to compare like business things. So here we have and, versus, like. These are some really great or, and then another versus, right? They're like the spelled out version and the abbreviated version. So these are great because people love posts like this. They love posts where it's like something versus something else. So you could grab like 2 of these, like podcast promotion companies versus each other, or like podcast promotion examples versus podcast promotion strategy, right? Build your own content based on what people are already searching for. And I know like when I go to Answer the Public and I'm looking for like business websites or whatever else I'm researching, I will instinctively get this sense of, yes, I should talk about that because I'm talking to people every day about copywriting, about ghostwriting. So I know when I see the question, if it's going to fit my audience. So that's something you need to make sure that you are out in the world, even if it's in, digital networking, so that you can kind of have your fingers on the pulse of what the people who need your help really care about. So that's another great section. And then this is like, I love this section so much, even though you can't see like right here what color coding there is. But I love the alphabeticals because it's just a really nice way to organize your data. And you can see if you click on it, it will bring up the color coding, and it takes another minute, but it's well worth it. And you can just sit here and type out a list, friends, so that you know what you're talking about for literally the next 12 months. This is a lot of data. You get 3 of these searches per day for your, I was going to say VPN, and then I was going to say ISBN, which is not right, for your IP address. There we go. I was like, some kind of letter combination. So you have got all of these amazing ideas here, right? Podcast promo code Noom. You're not going to do one on that. So that's what I'm saying. Podcast promotion on LinkedIn, though, you absolutely could do a whole article on that. And you could link to someone else on LinkedIn. The outgoing links are helpful, but also you can break up any long form stuff you write, any stories about this time I tried this, it didn't work, or I researched this and found out this interesting thing, and let me tell you a story about a time when I tried this thing and it blew up in my face, right? You can break those down into smaller pieces and put them through all of your different social medias with a planner, or you could post every day on every social media. To me, that seems like a shame, especially there is a free version of Metricool, so I would definitely use that. And I just want you to know, like, you are not limited because you have tools, you have people, you have resources. Don't feel like, oh, Kristin, I can never tell the stories that are going to move the needle for my business. That is not true. And if you're like, I don't even know what my one big sentence is, you can go to literarysymmetry.com/pathway, and I will teach you in a complimentary masterclass how to do that. But that's not actually what I want to talk about today as far as how you can work with me. What I want to let you know is that I have a pay what you can. That means literally pay what you can. If what you can pay is $0, that's fine. Pay what you can for my first cohort of the Business Boost Makeover, where I'm going to take you through 6 amazing weeks of not just learning to write better for your business, but actually building the different pieces that you need to write in real time. And I'm going to be there to support you. I even have office hours every Saturday. So you can show up and be like, Kristin, I'm stuck, help me. So if you are interested in that, I would love to have you go to, let me type this in here. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath a little bit from how excited I got about sharing all this with you. .com/club0. So that's there. LinkedIn does not really let me post links, which is ironic because it's in the name, but you can go to literarysymmetry.com/club0 to sign up. As soon as I hit 20 people, I'm capping it because I need to make sure the experience is really good, super high quality. So if you are interested, like I had someone the other day pay $8. That's fine. If that's what you can afford, cool. I do expect you though, if you're not going to pay the $24.97, that is what I'm going to charge for it, to create an amazing testimonial for me, a video testimonial if possible, because we're supporting each other, right? And as I'm growing, I'm helping you grow. As you're growing, you're helping me grow. It's like synergy. It's awesome. It's empathy. And that's what I have for you today. You are awesome. Your business story matters. And I will see you on the next live.